Hello YouTube. For today's video, I'll be showing you my three-step process to learning a jazz standard. Now, I don't claim to be an expert at jazz or how to learn tunes, but I think this three-step process has helped me a lot in learning jazz standards deeply and not in the kind of shallow way where you just look up the chords, look up the melody, that kind of stuff. So, let's get right to it. So, the first step is to do deep listening to a vocal recording of the tune and learn the melody from a vocal recording. So, for this, you definitely want to learn the melody of the tune first. The melody is the most important part of the song. It is the song, and the melody has important notes in the harmony that you should be aware of, because sometimes you're going to play chords like regular chord voicings that might clash with the melody. So it's important to know the notes of the melody, if there's any extensions, yada yada yada. So these are vocalists to check out to learn jazz standards. For straight ahead jazz and great American songbook kind of tunes, these are the four singers I usually go straight to as far as recordings to learn these songs. These singers are going to sing the melody very straight, which means they're not going to embellish it too much. It's just going to be the plain melody that you should know for the song. So Chet Baker Sings is a great album. Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, of course. Nat King Cole is awesome. So go to one of these four guys to learn a tune, and I guarantee for any straight ahead kind of tune you want to learn, one of these four people is going to have a great recording where the melody is not embellished, and you go straight to that recording, listen to it a lot, and learn the melody before you do any of the chords or any of that kind of stuff. Like I just said, don't look up chords on iReal Pro or the Real Book. One, it's a very shallow way of learning. I think it's important to use your ear and go to the recordings to learn these songs instead of just looking at the Real Book or iReal Pro. Also, the Real Book is going to have, both the Real Book and iReal Pro are going to have different changes than what you should play. They're going to have wrong changes for some songs, so really what you should go to is the source, which is the classic recordings of these tunes. My next step is I transcribe the changes from a recording, and usually at this stage I go to an instrumental recording. So, for example, recently I learned the standard Surrey with the fringe on top, and I first listened to the Frank Sinatra version of it a ton, and I learned the melody to that, and then after that I went to a Miles Davis recording. And usually a jazz musician like him is going to have the changes that everybody plays to these songs. And basically what you're going to do, you're going to use your ear, don't look up the chords. First, I listen for the root movement. So usually the root movement's going to tell you, the roots of the chords moving. And once you have the roots down, you listen to the quality of the chord. And the quality means what kind of chord it is. Could it be a major 7, minor 7, minor 7 flat 5, diminished 7? And basically you just want to map out the changes and the form from a recording. Step 3, this is the kind of the final step, which is playing along to the recording, play along to the melody, play along with the changes, comp over a recording, and also play the song by yourself with a metronome. Very important. And here's a bonus tip. Create some sort of intro and ending for the tune. Something I feel like a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to jazz education is that intros and endings when you're playing with people are very important. I think we kind of skim over that. Sometimes you see people at jam sessions kind of, half play a good intro or ending. Like they don't really know how to end it. They're kind of whimsical with it. They don't really care. But the intro and ending are some of the most important parts of the tune. So what I do, I'm a guitar player. I make up some sort of intro for every tune that I learned, just in case somebody at a jam is like, set up the tune. Because usually either a piano player or guitar player is going to set up the tune in some sort of way. And as a guitar player or any sort of chordal instrument, it's very important for you to know how to set up a tune properly. And another tip is to make some sort of chord melody for the song, and this helps you learn the harmony very well. Just seeing the melody with the harmony below on the guitar, or piano for that matter, is so helpful in understanding the core of the song. And that is all for today's video. I hope you learned something valuable. My name is Ben, and I'm a jazz guitarist looking to share what I've learned about jazz to the world. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you.